It was late February, early March 2008 when my friends Ken Taylor and Sharon Hill and Kim Parachi started urging me to come join them to this place where they practice to be better speakers. It was my friends that must have seen in me a quiet but palpable discomfort every time that I had to stand up at a business networking event and introduce myself. It was my friends that knew that somewhere in me there was a stronger, more confident voice. It was my friends that knew that what was going on in here could help me. I just needed to have a place where I could learn and practice and grow, and that place was here. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, it took me a full 6 months to gather the courage to actually join here, walk through those doors for the first time and introduce myself. I knew that what my friends were offering me was a safe place to come and practice, to be a better speaker, to begin to control that fear of public speaking. But the idea of putting myself in a position where I would stand before a group on a regular basis and speak terrified me. Well, here I am. I still have my notes. But thanks to my friends, and thanks to this great club, Speakeasy, I have been able to find my voice. I not only speak more confidently at networking events, but I was elected president of a new business networking organization. Because of the great feedback of my fellow members and the skills earned through practice at this club, I was able to successfully present to the entire coaching team of the National Football League's Washington Redskins, something that simply could not have happened before I joined this club. Before I walked through those doors, before I sat in one of these chairs, before I introduced myself as a first-time guest. Barely 6 months after becoming a member of Speakeasy, my friends came to me again, urging me to put my hat in, to run for president of this great club, to help ensure that this club that's so welcoming and in such a short period of time had such a profound impact in me would be able to help others in equally meaningful ways. What is the true meaning of Speakeasy Toastmasters? Well, for me, it's reaching back and helping those that are coming up, and knowing that I can always reach forward, and that there will always be a hand of someone that's been there and willing to help. It's a community, a family, a chain of growth and self-improvement. And that is what makes this club great. Us. You and me. We come together to form this community, this chain, this family of individuals seeking self-improvement. And this community now needs your guidance. In about a month's time, we'll be electing the next round of officers to guide and shape the future of this club. A group of individuals who are making a commitment to themselves and to this club and to our fellow members to ensure that this club endures. I want you to consider the challenges and rewards of being an officer, a steward for this club. There's 7 officer positions, each vital to the continued success of this club. The first is president. The president serves as the chief executive officer, so to speak, of this club. He's responsible for guiding the club, for setting the tone of the club as the presiding officer, for opening and closing the regular meetings. As president, you organize and you meet once a month with your fellow officers to conduct club business and to oversee the club's success plan and our path towards distinguished club, which I'm proud to say we are well on our way to earning 10 out of 10 goals, which is something that very few clubs can achieve. The second is Vice President of Education. Now, the Vice President of Education technically is second in command of the club, but for me, it is the most important officer role. The Vice President of Education guides individual members through the Toastmasters educational program, ensuring that each member is able to achieve their personal goal of self-improvement, that each meeting is a success, that each role is filled, and that each member is ready to take on those individual roles. Vice President membership comes next. I cannot say this more plainly. A club is only as great as its members. And the Vice President of membership is responsible for ensuring that each person that walks through those doors, each person that has contact with this club, is aware of everything that the Toastmasters program makes available to them, feels welcome when they walk through those doors. The Vice President of membership works with the Vice President of education to make sure that each new member hits the ground running. Next is Vice President for Public Relations. The Vice President for Public Relations is responsible for promoting our club to the larger community so they too know what's available, what happens here at Speakeasy Toastmasters. The Vice President of Public Relations does this through our blog, through newsletters, through press releases, and works with the Vice President of membership to ensure that we have a steady stream of people coming through. Next is the Secretary. Our Secretary keeps detailed notes or minutes of what happens in our executive meetings, those monthly officer meetings, and maintains an accurate member roster, the club's charter, constitution, and bylaws. So in short, the Secretary keeps our record. Next comes the Treasurer. The Treasurer prepares and oversees the club's budget and reconciles the bank account, submits new and renewing members, their applications and dues to Toastmasters International World Headquarters, as well as orders club supplies as needed and agreed to during the monthly officer meetings. Last but not least is the Sergeant at Arms. The Sergeant at Arms ensures that we have a meeting location that is set and ready, a proper environment for us to do the great work that we do here, so that we can focus on becoming better speakers and better leaders. Being an officer means that you take on additional responsibilities, but it also means that you are taking into your hands the continued success of this great club. I encourage you to look at the About Your Club section of the Competent Leader Manual. There, you'll get more detailed information about each of the 7 officer roles to see how those roles might fit your leadership goals and how you can learn from taking on that leadership role in our club. You know, you can always tell a Toastmaster apart. You can tell in the way that she organizes a team, in the way that he leads a collaborative project, in the way that she speaks with a more sure and inspiring voice. We are Speakeasy Toastmasters. We're family. We're members of a highly successful, high-performing club where we come to with the desire to be better communicators, we learn to be better leaders, and we come that much closer to realizing our potential. You have the power to ensure that every person that walks through that door, be it member or first-time guest, is received by the same thriving and successful group that met you your first time here. You have the power to ensure that this club can continue to make a difference in the lives of everyone here and everyone that we come in contact with when we leave here. Get involved in your Speakeasy Toastmasters Club. Get involved at a deeper, more meaningful level. Consider the rewards of being an officer. Do it for yourself, do it for your club, and do it for everyone that has the opportunity to be a better speaker, a better leader, a better person.